Hi everyone, it's Monica with Scrap Saturdays. This is a little bit of a different video for you. I did try to make a process video of all my Easter layouts and projects that I did, but it didn't turn out. So this is my little quick share of what I did. It might not be that quick actually, I do tend to talk a lot. This is my wall that I have in my dining room where we eat and do our stuff. And this is where I put up my layouts that coordinate with the year before for the events of this year. So this would be Easter of last year, and happy Easter to all of you who are celebrating today. We did our celebration yesterday, and although I'm still trying to figure out how to focus with my lens, so bear with me. These are the layouts that I created using some Teresa Collins paper. And I think it's the Everyday collection. And I'll tell you, I used it because I love the yellows in it. And that's just, sorry for the glare, but it's the only way I can get light to be natural light. And pardon my kids in the background. This is just live recording, so if you want to slow it down, then you can, so that you can get the gist of my layouts. And they were pretty quick and easy. Nothing complicated, just a lot of banners. I feel that from whatever I've been watching lately, I've been doing a lot of banners and stuff like that within my scrapbooking. And so I'm gonna walk you over as slowly as I can into my living room. And if it's too shaky, I apologize. But in the bowl on my living room table, I've got some Easter eggs that I crafted myself. And it started with last year. We blew out some eggs and we crafted as a family. And this was the one that I made last year. And it inspired me to do more this year. And so basically, I'm sure there's tons of tutorials out there. These are real eggs that we punched some holes into and then blew them out and used the inside parts of the eggs. And then I painted them various amounts of times, put some spritz on them, and added feathers and rhinestones and all kinds of goodness to it. And I have that same yellow undertone pattern going. And even my kids last year, they decorated with some googly eyes and did their stuff. I'm gonna save some more, put these in a little Rubbermaid tote and keep them out for next year and just add them to the bowl as I go. So that's what I did there. And then across over here, I have a photo box that I purchased at my local dollar store. And it was just a plain wooden photo box. And I painted it with the same paints that I used for the Easter eggs and distressed it and did all kinds of crazy, you know, fun alteration stuff to it. And I had a lot of fun. And then on the inside, I have a very easy, quick mini album that I had pre-made maybe 2 years ago. It's the Elsa one-page mini album that I absolutely love. It's my staple go-to. The inside of the box is sprayed with some Heidi Swapp spray or a shimmer spray that I got from Michael's just this past week. And I'm gonna do my best, because I am still holding my camera, to take this mini album out. So kudos to all of you who do that. And I'm gonna flip this box around, and it's just, I put a felt pad on the bottom so that I could put it anywhere on any table, but it was this bare wood previously before. And so again, I know that there's not too much focus, but just bear with me. I'm gonna try and prop up my album here so that you can see. The cover, I ran it through an embossing folder, and it is a chipboard cover with just plain cardstock. And then I used some sandpaper to distress the raised portion of that folder. And then around the edges I did some Distressing ink. These are the same feathers and dollar store flowers that I sprayed with some Glimmer Mist. This is my homemade one with Perfect Pearls. This flower actually comes in green, and then it just has the Perfect Pearls added to it. And this is that turquoise from Heidi Swapp. So I believe that it's got tons of photos because I exhaust photos when I take them. I take too many, and especially of my kids, I pose them outside in their Easter outfits and stuff like that. Every segment starts off with an Amy Butler King Company journaling tag, and I tried to write as much as I felt, and that's what our table setup looked like with all of our craft stuff when we were doing the eggs. And that's the wall that I have that I showed you where my layouts go. And so that's what it turned out. The kids had fun with theirs and even added some felt mustaches. My son colored his in, my daughter made a ducky, my husband made a spaceship, and it actually had a picture of the kids in a bubble, and there's my diva egg, as I call it. And that was the mini album that I made last year, which I put out so that my family can enjoy. And so I'm telling you, I exhausted my kids. I took pictures of everything, and I used my Mac to edit most of them and Photoshop them and put them in different tones, as you can see here, muting them, and I couldn't decide between them. Here I am opening up that one page that I love, the flap from Elsa's tutorial, and I tried to make all the pictures kind of go in the same flow, although on that first page I didn't. And it was just easy. Using my Bind It All, I just punched the holes in the pictures and then cut little slits with my fine scissors and then put them in there. And there are so many wonderful photos in here. And someone must have been looking at it yesterday and it's flipped the opposite way. And it's very basic. I tried to just put one journaling card to explain, you know, the different scenarios that I had put in while our guests were arriving, which is generally grandparents, aunts and uncles, lots of love going on. Tried to mix up, you know, some black and white photos with the colored photos. Like I said, I had a lot of fun editing with my iPhoto on that. And again, busier photos, I always tend to do them in black and white. Just sometimes it makes it easier, and then adding a colored photo here and there. It was a lot of fun. And so I believe that there are 5 pages, the flip out ones. And I did not use embellishments because of the mass amount of photos. I just wanted it to be simple, but to be quite honest with you, it was easier for me. I didn't feel overwhelmed, and that's my sweet little niece last year. So cute. Oops. And so that's pretty much what I felt in my heart that I could handle this year. And ironically, I was just watching a video with someone on YouTube, and she was describing how she was gonna stop doing Project Life, and her title of her YouTube video was "Why I'm Quitting Project Life." And sometimes I feel that we do that in scrapbooking. We overwhelm ourselves with perfection, or we overwhelm ourselves with what we think we have to do. And I'm going to tell you that yesterday, this book, as simple as it looks, not on the outside, I know you think it's a lot of work, but it really isn't. But the amount of photos that it has saved in here, the memories that I have, I can tell you that that was all that mattered. It wasn't that I didn't put stickers in it. It wasn't that it didn't have the latest embellishments, that I didn't use all the gadgets and papers in my scrapbook room. It was that the memories were captured. And I think we need to remember to go back to that. It's really easy. You don't have to do, you know, a perfect job all the time. It doesn't need to be 16 hours of, you know, running out of ideas and putting everything and matting everything. It just needs to be something that your heart says, you know, look what we did last year and how blessed we are this year to be together and reminisce over these photos. So I'm sorry that my tutorial didn't work out. But I did have a ton of fun altering this box. And enjoy yourselves. You know, take time to do the hobby that you love. Use the materials that you have. Print out your photos. Find those sales. Even if you print out 5 photos and work with that. And I'll be making some more videos soon, trying to get back into a groove. But just like I said in this video, there is no perfect, there is no right way. Just do whatever makes you happy. And happy Easter.